Today we got a case of squishy floor, and I think it's from not cleaning out condensate line. All right, we're heading into the hall. You can see right here, evidence of some water. If I stomp right there, my foot will go through it. You can see right here is the air handler. Get that opened up. All right, let's check a look. So up here, see, this has been, it's kind of rusty. Looks like it's been dripping down there. And off of there onto the floor. And there it has found its way to where this is cut. All right, so I don't want to cut towards the line across here. If I have to, I can cut in front of a doorway, but I don't want to do that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it along the base here, fold it back. Let's see what I can do. All right, so I'm going to start peeling back some baseboard. Then I'm going to have to cut along this edge. When these houses are built, they line the whole floor with this linoleum before they ever build the walls. You can see the plastic right there. Maybe you can see it. That's what the studded wall sits on. So what I'm going to do, start cut them over as far as I can. Now I looked at this bar that's built in. Yeah, there's two screws that hold it up under there, but the mirror and this are glued to it. So I'm not going to mess with it, so I'm just going to cut it down here at the base. And when I glue everything back down, I may just have to use staples right edge at the edge. A couple spots to hold. Glad I brought this old rusty putty knife. I don't know if this will be far enough. I want to roll it back. We shall see. through. Okay. Step on the back side of it. Let's see what we got. I need a little more from this. I'll peel that back. All right, I got that one out of the way. That's what the cut ended. There. Yeah, that's bigger than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to have to take this piece up. Okay, so I'm by the front door. I'm going to cut it straight across, roll it back that way, and then I can roll it back around the corner because it looks like it's going to have at least 2 sheets put down. Could be more because I don't know what goes into the room, but where Amy's standing for sure needs a sheet, and just around the corner over there.
Here. Yeah, it's all the way out to here.
Yeah. Way there.
Damn. Check your shit, people.
Oh, wow. I gotta trim it around the air conditioner.
Pretty much her whole hole is gonna be like that whole part.
Yeah, unless the leak can get stopped, I I think that my putty knife is up front. All right, so here's the leak. At least half a sheet here. Full sheet length there. Can't do nothing for under the wall, but bleach it. Probably don't have to replace this piece here. That could be bleached. It's just here is the soft spot. That's the worst of it right there. All right, so looking in the AC cabinet, we've got filter on. Filter isn't dirty, but there's only one, and there should be a filter on both sides. You can see that. There's a layer of hair and dust. And this is the path of least resistance before there's hair on it, so it won't go in the filter. And now that there's hair on it, there's very little airflow, which means it will freeze. And so there is excess moisture on this side running down into the tray. So that has to get remedied. All right, look down inside, and back there was the other filter. So there was 2 filters on this to begin with. And the homeowner says one kept falling. Also found a little spring bar that holds it. All right, so this one goes with the arrow pointed in, this one with the arrow pointed in. And these are all a little too big. And that'll hold them. I think this needs to be bent a little more. Keep it from falling again. All right, got that on. Got that dust and hair off of that right side. So maybe it wasn't a condensate line clog, maybe it was just this back side was freezing up. And when it melted, maybe it overflowed that. But a lot of maybes, I don't know. Now it's time to get to the floor. All right, consulted with the owner. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bleach all of this. It is not wet currently, so it's not been leaking recently, which is good. Now this is very soft, so I'm gonna cut this piece out and I'm gonna see how close to the framing it is, and then I'm gonna go and get another piece and replace that. And if there is ever another issue, we'll come back and we'll readdress all of this here. So cut it out, replace it, bleach the floor. When it's dry, then we'll come and we'll glue back down the flooring. All right, now, so we got, this was original edge here, so we got plenty of surface to send down screws for the new piece. Don't over here, so I'm gonna need to cut back just a little more, and so we can split this 2x6 here, Now we'll add a 2x4 here and here to support those other sides. This is looking like 5/8. So I had to take this job before I got my flatbed finished. You know how tough it is to strap stuff down when you've got no anchor points yet? Yeah, we look like amateurs out there in the parking lot, but we got it here. Didn't lose anything. Got some measurements. The 2x4 is going to be 13 7/8 and 14. And my cutout will be 15 1/4 by 22. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is test fit my board. My board fits. All right, been a couple days. Give the floor ample time to dry out. It's time to get this back in the hall, laid out flat. It's easy to know which way it lays down. She got the stain on it. Okay, this here is going to be for where the seams touch. And this is going to be for the areas just back from it and along the walls to hold it in place. And this putty knife has got the 1/16. And then I got this staple gun that shoots T50s.
Get out here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Because of the tension that was in this linoleum to start with, there's about a 1/2 inch gap there that I'm going to have to use a threshold to cover in the hall. The other two seams did go back together, but I just could not get this one tight enough here by the front door. So I'll just add a piece of threshold there and it will disappear. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you learned something. And if you see where I could do something better, let me know down in the